Hi everyone, thanks for coming back to our channel. In this video, I'm going to show you all what my vegan toddler eats. She is currently, I believe in this video, she's around 14 months old, and she eats a vegan diet. She's eaten plant-based her entire life, with the exception of breast milk, but hey, I guess that's plant-based too, I don't know. So to start off with, we are making some vegan pancakes. They are sweet potato pancakes. I make these pretty often, and Madison loves these freaking pancakes. I got the recipe from Sweet Potato Soul, so I will leave a link to her blog in the description box. And yeah, she loves them, and they're pretty good. I like them. So yeah, I kind of burnt the second pancake, but it's okay. So when I make these, I typically do have some batter left over. I like to keep them in a container and put them in my fridge for the next day. Also, what I like to do is make some potatoes, like an extra sweet potato, and keep it in my freezer. With this recipe, the thing that takes the longest to make is the sweet potato to get it cooked all the way. So I just like to have it already cooked in my freezer for when I want to make them again. So for Madison, I don't put any type of like syrup or anything on there because they're pretty sweet as they are, and she eats them as they are. I figure if she's willing to eat them the way they are, I don't want to add anything to it, just because, you know, you don't want to get your kids too much sugar. As you can see, she was pretty excited to get her pancakes. She's such a happy, sweet little baby. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. Moms and dads, if you feel like it might be too hot, go ahead and just put it in the freezer for a little bit. That's why I was trying to test them and see if they were too hot. She was like a little like impatient, so I was trying to give them to her. But I ended up just putting them in the freezer for just a little bit. But she ate them. For lunch, what we're doing here is just we're making sweet potatoes again. This is a separate day though. I'm gonna make some sweet potato fries. This is my first time making them for her. Next time I'm gonna make sure I take the skin off, but when I gave them to her to eat, I just took the skin off right before I gave them to her. And so I just add a little bit of oil and seasoning, like salt and pepper. And then when you put them in your pan, make sure that they're all flat in your pan. But you can also put them on a baking sheet. I just don't have a baking sheet. Put them in the oven on like 400 for about, I would say 20 to 30 minutes, and just make sure that halfway through you kind of flip them over. And she liked them. So as a snack, we love veggie straws. So as you can see, Madison has this mitten on her right hand because she has an injury to her left hand. So in order for her to get some strength in her left hand and use it more, we put the mitten on there and we give her snacks in her left hand to kind of encourage her to use it more so that she can get, you know, stronger. And she's chilling. You see, she's not even worried about me. She's trying to watch Sesame Street, but she's doing pretty good with that hand. It's just a good way to get her to practice eating and using that hand. It kind of gives her like a reward, you know, to use it. So I'm going to make a pasta dish. My daughter loves pasta, and I wanted to add in some vegetables to it. So I'm just going to dice up some onions, peppers, and tomatoes. So I'm going to saute the veggies. I've been using water instead of oil whenever I can, just so that I can cut down on the fat. Now, of course, for her, it really doesn't matter, but I just still feel like, you know, cut down on the fat. Saute that, and I'm going to add in some black beans. Going to give her a bunch of iron and protein. And of course, I rinsed and drained them before adding them. Now I'm using a potato masher to break everything down, but you can use a fork or like the back of a really big spoon if you don't have a potato masher. And you can also just puree it like in your food processor if you wanted to. But this is what I do, and this is also how you make like refried beans. You would mash them down like this too. So to this, I'm gonna add in some vegan cream cheese. I got mine from Aldi and it's super inexpensive. I think it's like less than $3. And it goes a long way. And I added in some almond milk, the unsweetened original almond milk. And as you can see, it's kind of making it into a sauce for our pasta. Now, y'all, I'm ghetto. Black or white, whatever you are, I'm ghetto. You know, ghetto folks like to use containers other than Tupperware to put their food in. So that's what I do. I like to go ahead and just get everything. I like to kind of meal prep whenever I make her food. So you see I made a huge amount of pasta, and I'm just putting everything away as I'm assembling everything. Getting her ready. So with the rest of the pasta, I just go ahead and put it in a Ziploc bag, and I put that in the freezer. And whenever I need to make some more pasta, I'll just take that out and use it. So like I said, I like to meal prep when I make her food, especially at this time I was still working. I wasn't on maternity leave, so it was just so much easier for me to do that. Now, with her being vegan, I definitely want to make sure she's getting some type of green vegetables so she can get her iron as well as protein. And she does like broccoli. It's like one of those vegetables that she loves, even though I hate broccoli. She'll eat it though. But I definitely make sure I cut it up into smaller pieces. And I don't know about you all, but my daughter likes ketchup on her broccoli. Whatever it takes for her to eat it, like, I don't care. As you can see, she is devouring her broccoli and her pasta. I told you all she loves pasta. It's a great way for me to get some vegetables into her sauce, and then putting the ketchup on her broccoli is a great way for her to eat her broccoli. And isn't she just so cute? Let me know, what do you all feed your vegan toddler? What do you feed your toddler in general if your toddler is not a vegan? I would love to know. Let me know if you all like these videos. Thanks again for watching. Peace. So parents, just so you know, no matter what you feed your kids, they're always going to want to eat your food. No, you just ate.